doing? Today we're having a little special ride in a different area. We're going to Riverside, which is a good little 25-mile drive. I'm visiting one of my old buddies I haven't seen in months, which is always a good thing to do. I believe it's always good to keep good friends close, even if you guys take, you know, a couple months apart, you know, due to moves and financial hardships. And there's my buddy Chris that I used to kick it with all the time when I lived in Riverside. And you know, now that I live in San Bernardino, it's a little bit of a drive, you know. And I figured since the bike's all fresh, we can ride this out there. Look at how she's looking at me. Look how she's looking at me. She's like, oh, what the? Look, she's smiling. She's like, cheese. Cheese. Wanna say cheese? Say cheese. Say cheese. Say cheese. She don't know what the fuck's going on. Ooh, an empty gas station. That's rare for this one. Fucking random beer bottle and shit. Yeah. I gave her a little rub down this morning. Gave her a little shine. I was getting down on that song by Kool and the Gang. Get down on it this morning.
What's all that?
Huh?
Cameras and stuff?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. You have a good day. That was random as fuck. How you gonna dance if you really don't take a chance? And stand up most of all. I don't know the fucking words, but dance. Come on. I'm actually excited to ride this baby all the way out to Riverside. It's gonna be fun. Haven't had any good little freeway rides in a while since riding that dual sport for so much. I swear this pipe just makes the most perfect exhaust note with this bike. Noticed in my video where I showed you guys the exhaust, my clutch was slipping a bit after a third gear, and what that was I changed brands of oil because they didn't have what I normally carry there, and I ended up changing it real quick once I noticed that happening, back to the old shit that I've been using, the Mobile One Racing 4T, which has been perfect in my bikes all the time. And sure enough, that was it. The oil I got, and I don't recommend to you guys, make sure you don't get it, it's called Spectro, I believe. Spectro Golden 4T, or Spectro Golden 4, 10W40 pure synthetic it's called. But no, that shit made my shit slip. Made it slip like a loose hooker butthole. Oh, you would get over in front of me. That's a clean car. God, this exhaust is so fucking loud at this speed. I'm cruising at 8K. That sounds so cool when I go under the underpasses and you just hear the echo of it. It's like, wah. Ooh, there's a biker up there. Woohoo! Let's see if he wants to play. This freeway is just nothing but like bumpy waves. Yeah. I don't know if he's on a street bike or a cruiser or what. He's getting off right when I'm at him. I must say, guys, it's beautiful having my bike back together. I love this freeway because you can just cruise like 100 miles an hour the whole time. Riverside bitch cities. Oh yeah. What's weird, and this is just my scenarios, I don't know if it's like this for the rest of you, but the nicer the city, the more dighead of drivers, if that makes sense to you. Like Riverside's quite nicer than San Bernardino. And whenever I'm here, this is where like I get most of the dumb drivers. And LA's like the worst, the freeways and shit. I've only rode them freeways a few times, believe it or not, because I'm not from LA. But oh man, LA's like the worst freeways. I fucking hate LA. And as funny as it is, like San Bernardino, don't get me wrong, there's the occasional dickhead, but like there ain't half as many dickheads there as there is here when it comes to driving. Oh man. I grew up in San Bernardino all the way until I was in about 10th grade. 10th grade I transferred high school, so I did half my high school in San Bern, half of it here, and I graduated out here. And so it's kind of like having two hometowns, because you know I lived out here for quite a few years, 5 years I believe it was, and I moved back to San Bernardino. But it's kind of cool having two hometowns, really, because you just know two cities like the back of your dickhead.
Every time I see you now, I think of that fucking song you play.
Me gusta.
You did a lot of shit on this song.
I did the whole thing, yeah. And I got a new one of these for the, cause remember this?
You have all that monster shit on it.
And it broke, it all broke off. And then I got all these internal parts, that ram air, this fairing stay, this thing, all that. It's all fresh again. Is this light or blinking red?
What light?
On the camera, is it blinking red? All right, cool.
You recording?
Yeah.
Hey, Scott, fuck with you.
No, I'm making a video for YouTube. This is all gonna be on YouTube. Not you, but I'm gonna make a video, writing video.
Put me on YouTube right here.
Yeah? All right, peace out, Chris. Peace out, Chris. All right. I just left my buddy's house. Haven't seen him in a while. It's always good to kick it with old friends. You guys know that what I mean? You would be so close to each other that can't lane split between you, huh, dickheads? lost action right here a bit. Come on, light, turn green, bitch. This light's green. Yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Damn you, motherfucker. I would turn right on me, damn it. Well, guys, I gotta say it was kind of hard to pay all this money for all these parts because, you know, my bike's over 10 years old and it's got like 60,000 miles, so it's like taking an old 80-year-old lady and giving her a boob job and tightening up her butthole and making her feel 40 years younger. But I must say that now that I have everything put together and it's here in person, I like it. Here's where my loud pipe comes in handy. People can hear me. I think this bike sounds so good with this pipe because it really was a MotoGP bike. Not this exact one, but I think these 66s were like really good. Were like MotoGP champions back in the day when they came out. It's kind of cool, and I can definitely see why. You know, definitely just it's 10 years later and this bike still holds up amazingly under any condition, even against any other bike. It's still fucking this beast of shit, and it's why the 2003 EZX is my favorite. I don't know if I've told this story before, but I guess it can't hurt. I probably said it a long time ago, but my friend who I was just at, we used to hang out a lot back in the day, like back in my teenage years, back in, you know, when I was in 11th, 12th grade. And we used to, like, he had this one van, and this is my buddy that you just saw. He had this one van. It was sick. It was just like Chevy Astrovan or some shit, those big square vans. And he'd always come pick all of us up at our houses like every day, and we'd literally have no plans, just ride around and go have fun places and shit and do stuff. Lane splitting commence. And one time we always used to go to like cemeteries in the middle of the night just to get scared, and we'd play a Ouija board at the cemetery in the middle of the night and do all kinds of weird stuff like that, and like go drinking in random places and, you know, standard teenage stuff. And this pipe, you can actually hear it when I'm in between cars, like really good. One time we went to the cemetery. It's the oldest one in Riverside. And I believe this was that night we did play a Ouija board on the gravestones in the middle of the night, which is crazy shit to think of, like, back in the day. But well, anyways, there's a crematory there, and this is right actually down there. Like, we're actually not even that far from it. And there was like all kinds of broken windows in there, and you know, for a rundown place with broken windows and shit all over, it was still being used. And then we saw an orange glow there, and it was like 1 in the morning. It was weird. And we went up to one of the broken windows, and I had one of those Helio Ocean phones at the time, which to this day is still a pretty sick phone. And and it had a wrist strap, so I was like, dude, put your arm in there, I'll let you use my phone only if you tie that wrist strap around your wrist. And he was like, oh, he was one of those friends that always be down to do the crazy shit and stuff. And I'm trying to concentrate and tell my story. And anyways, I gave him a boost on my shoulders, and sure enough, he fucking puts his arm in there, which I wouldn't do. I was always have a fear of something grabbing it and shit. And then he takes a picture and he looks at it before he even jumps off my shoulder. Oh shit! That scared me. M5. Pass by a car on my right hand side, it sounds like bees buzzing really fast. Watch. Anyway, he looks at the picture and immediately jumps off my shoulders and starts running down the cemetery and shit. And we're chasing. I'm like, what the fuck? We think he's playing. Sure enough, we look on my phone and there's this crazy like blue image of a person, like a see-through image. And it scared the shit out of us. And I have that phone to this day, but it's funny, that image like disappeared from my phone from somehow, and it's pretty freaky, and I still remember that to this day. I wish I still had the picture. Yeah guys, I'm definitely loving this exhaust, and man, at these freeway speeds, it's like having someone screaming in your fucking ear nonstop. But at least it's a nice note, and it's clean, real clean. I got another story time with Baker X Dairy Tale. I know I probably never said this story. And basically on my 18th birthday, and we were wanting to, my friend was wanting to take me like somewhere cool, so we went to this club in downtown Riverside, and I guess it was a 21 and only club, over club. So we sit there and we're trying to sneak in and shit, because there's like a big gated community, or not community, big gate like around the back, and you see everybody dancing, and then you can get into a place from there. So basically, once you hop this gate, you're good to get in. So we fucking had many failed desperate attempts, and we're all drinking and shit, and then sure enough, we meet this old guy, and he's like talking crazy, saying he wanted to kill himself and shit, and he was like probably 70 years old. His name was Fred. And then as we're chilling with Fred, we end up just talking to this Fred guy, and we're trying to make him feel better. And then we chill with him, and we're like, and we're romping around the city, and he just somehow ends up chilling with us and following us around. And enough, we come across this super drunk guy, like a young, like college frat looking motherfucker, and he's sitting there drunk as shit, going, "Come on, come on, find me, to everybody." Then he ends up going to Fred, that's kicking it with us, and starts wanting to fight him. And Fred, you know, he's talking about wanting to kill himself, goes, "Fuck you, motherfucker," and starts fucking wanting to fight him and starts swinging at him and fighting. Then my friend comes in with brass knuckles, and, you know, since he sees the old guy getting fucked with by this drunk guy, he comes in and just socks the motherfucker straight in the jaw and lays his ass out real quick. And oh man, that was a crazy ass fucking time. I remember that. And that was my 18th birthday. I gotta admit one thing, I barbecue a lot. I must say, like almost on a daily basis. The kebabs, corn, beans, and teriyaki beef kebabs. My favorite dish right there. As always, guys, I appreciate you watching today's motovlog adventure. And as always, if you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the fuck out of that like button. And you guys have a good day.